Clear learning targets give students a tangible destination, whether within a lesson or a unit. Guidance about where the class is headed can motivate students to practice for the sake of learning rather than simply achieving a grade. Providing a clear and understandable vision of the learning target in student-friendly language helps students understand that the assignment is the means and the learning is the end. Simply posting targets on the board without actively using them during the lesson will not lead to increased achievement. The teacher needs to work the objectives into the lesson and engage students in a conversation about why what they're doing is important. If teachers can allow their students to question why they are doing an activity, the answers will lead them to what they are supposed to be mastering. Having a destination in mind leads to increased motivation. The first thing students need to learn is what they're supposed to be learning. Shared learning targets convey to students the destination for the lesson, what to learn, how deeply to learn it, and how exactly to demonstrate their new learning. It's easy for students to fall into a completion orientation as they work through an activity. Because targets from the teacher's lips are not targets in the student's head, the teacher can have students write the target at the top of their paper. Teachers can use communication as a way to see if students are working toward the correct goal by asking questions, conducting interviews, listening to students as they participate, and having students keep journals. Students who don't know the intention of a lesson expend precious time and energy trying to figure out what their teachers expect them to learn, and many students, exhausted by the process, wonder why they should even care. Without a clear learning target, it's easy for students to think the whole point of the lesson is to pass a test, possibly without even studying, and then immediately forget what they learned. But a clear target allows students to internalize their teacher's message. Students cannot see, recognize, and understand what they need to learn until we translate it into developmentally appropriate, student-friendly, and culturally respectful language. One way to do that is to answer the following 3 questions from the student's point of view. First, what will I be able to do when I finish this lesson? Second, what idea is important for me to learn and understand so that I can do this? And 3, how will I show that I can do this, and how well will I have to do it? The answer to these questions leads to success criteria, descriptions, and concrete examples of what success in a lesson looks like. They are not the grades students should earn, the number of problems they must get right, or the number of times they should include something in a performance or product. For example, 5 descriptive adjectives in 1 paragraph. Many teachers find it instructionally powerful to co-create criteria with the class. The teacher can ask students what they think constitutes quality, and together they can look at examples illustrating specific strengths and weaknesses and turn these levels of quality into a rubric. Rubrics that use descriptive rather than evaluative or quantitative language generally do a far better job of yielding diagnostic information. Periodically, teachers should check in to see that students can articulate the learning target. This is different than checking their level of mastery. At this point, teachers should just determine if the students know what they are to be learning. It's a good idea to check at the end of the lesson how students are progressing toward mastery of the learning target. One way is to begin the lesson with a question that students should be able to answer by the end. They can fill out an exit slip before they leave, and the teacher can use it formatively. To focus exit slips on learning targets, teachers can ask students to write down what they think they were to learn in the lesson, or respond to a question asking why they did today's activity. Learning targets have no inherent power. They enhance student learning and achievement only when educators commit to consistently and intentionally sharing them with students. By making learning targets clear, we build student confidence and increase the chances that they will master the target, making goals achievable for both the teachers and the students. Thank you.